It's a picturesque afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium, just across the Hudson River from New York City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Their own 28-yard line.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Henry Ruggs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Patriots nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Complete.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
He was looking for Albert Okuebunam was the target there, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Third down, Wilson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Fourth down.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 33. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Murray. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit. And try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, New England.
On first down, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Jets 21, Patriots nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Damiere Byrd returning it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Robbie Anderson,
New England.
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First down, Murray. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. Reception here by Ruggs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. Connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Murray's pass.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up 3rd down.
On play action, it's Murray. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jameer Byrd on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Number 6.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Christian Wilkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy just fact, in this case, the defense won.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Patriots take over.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a Patriots first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Jason Sanders for the extra.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes in.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3 points at the end of this drive.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jets 41.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. is across midfield and inside the 45. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Henry.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. we'll see Kyler Murray and the New York Jets taking on Russell Wilson and the New England Patriots. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They'll be led out by Russell Wilson. Of course, he won a Super Bowl on this very field back in 2014.
And it had to be especially sweet because no matter how much he plays it off with people like you and me, hearing all the time that a quarterback of his stature, less than 6 foot tall, could not win a Super Bowl, and he played a big role in getting that done, has to be sweet.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Throwing after the interception. Wilson is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 50 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game. Sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Now a dump off here complete, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Murray now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the gun, Murray. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 more on that one and another first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now Murray again.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to, at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. The 20. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He'll go underneath, dropping it off to Edwards. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. From the gun, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Sanders on for the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the 1st half.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So let's glance at a player spotlight now with Russell Wilson. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
I love it. I love it.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Flush to his right, and he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who have had 4 in the past, you'll
find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
He's brought down.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 25. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.